All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, with Akim here from the Great Millstone Atlanta camp. All right, just wanted to get into a quick video through the Spirit. Lord willing, you be edified. All right, before we get started, you want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai,
Bahashem,
Bahashem,
Rakakadash, the Bonner City Apostles, the Elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect, man. You know, so yeah, like basically, like I was saying, this video is gonna be centered around prophecy. You know, me and the brother was, just speaking briefly prior to the recording. You know, he's reading off, certain stats with the coronavirus, which is basically taking the world, especially America, by storm. You know, now it's basically the leading in basically total cases, man.
Yeah.
And it's continuing to, it's continuing to spread, man.
Yeah.
You know, people, it's a so-called lockdown. You know, they're a little soft with it, so to speak. It's not really like all out martial law yet, and people are basically just doing whatever the hell they want to do, man, and it's spreading. You know, but we know through what the scriptures say. All right, ultimately, martial law is going to take place here in America, man. You know,
right.
And you people out there, you Americans, are going to be getting your ass beat, getting put to death. You know, you're going to be getting sent to concentration camps. You know, these are things that we warned and told you about, man. You know, so you can start with that Jeremiah.
This is the book of Jeremiah, the 28th chapter and the 8th verse. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
That's right. So the prophets that came before us, all right, the prophets of old, so to speak, which would be your Jeremiahs, your Isaiahs, your Malachi, Habakkuk, so forth and so on. They prophesied against the empires that was rulership during their time, man. You know, such as Babylon,
right.
the Medo-Persian Empire, Greece, Rome. You know, each empire, there was particular prophets that rose up and told them of the things that was going to happen to them, man. All right, we're doing the same thing today. All right, in modern day Babylon. All right, we're telling you what did it say? It said war.
Yeah, and it says, read that part again. Yeah. It says, both against many countries, against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Right, war, evil, and pestilence, man. You know, and these things is on the horizon.
Yep.
You know, the word evil means a bad time.
Yeah.
You know, and bad times is coming to America, really the whole world, but mainly here in America, because this is the ultimate place of judgment. All right, so we're basically, as the scriptures say, we're the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So the prophets always come back in their lot, to do their job, man. All right, you holding something?
I got a precept for you.
Okay, go ahead.
Concerning the plagues, and these things, manifest themselves upon the earth, the whole earth, and as the brother said, specifically America. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. That's
right, yeah. See, and who's sending these plagues, man? Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. All right, the one you people out there refer to as a God, all right, so-called Jehovah, all right, which his true name is Yahweh,
right,
and his son's name is Yahushai, man. All right, they're the ones that's sending these plagues on the earth, and nobody's going to turn them back, man. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Verse 15, it says, the fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth.
That's right. And ultimately, how's that fire going to come? It'll come by the way of thermonuclear missiles. Okay, also the fire being shot from the chariots, which you people deem UFOs, man. Those are the vehicles that who you refer to as Jesus, his name is Yahushai,
right,
and his angels are going to make their return, man. All right, to basically terrorize you people, terrorize Esau. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 16, like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again.
That's right. And there's going to be it's a host of plagues laid out that's going to befall this place, man. But the ultimate cherry on top is that thermonuclear destruction. That's why I mentioned the arrows, man. It made the analogy of the arrow being shot and not being able to return.
Yeah.
Okay, when you read the scriptures, the arrow is a metaphor for nuclear missiles. Okay, because when the prophets got these various visions and dreams and such, they seen basically they projected 2,000 plus years into the future, and they saw America getting bombarded by nuclear bombs, man.
Yeah.
They described it in their terminology. Sometimes they'll say, "Oh, it looked like stars falling from the sky, from heaven. It looked like arrows being shot. You know, it looked like hail falling out the sky."
Yeah.
They could only describe it in their terms, man.
Yeah.
You know, but through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we Lord unlocked our minds to where we could understand these things.
Yeah.
You people look at this, you look at us like we got 4 heads, man. You know. You gonna grab some?
Yeah, I was gonna grab some. I'm gonna read this real quick and let
Okay.
you eat off of this.
Yeah,
This
you
is
got it.
2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 19. Behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment.
See that? Famine, pestilence. I mean, again, this is a list of things. You know, like the Most High is, you know, he got so many different ways to judge you, man. And then it said what? They sent for amendment.
Scourges and amendments.
Amendment goes into basically correction as well as change, man. All right, why? Because people, you know, haven't took heed to the prophets, man.
All right.
You know, you haven't repented. You haven't. Speaking of you Israelites,
Yeah.
okay, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you haven't repented. You haven't turned back to the Lord. All right, so now the Most High God correct you.
Right.
It's gonna come in the way of death,
Yeah.
missiles, famine. Okay, martial law, troops. All right, it's just all out pain and agony on you, man. You know. Matter of fact, since you in 2nd Ezra, go to I think it's in that same chapter.
Yeah, this chat's a bad chat.
Yeah, that whole, you know, and as the brothers say, man, the prophecies are jumping off the page, man.
Yeah.
You know, 2nd Ezra's, okay, actually I think it might be 15. Yeah, 2nd Ezra's 15 and read the 26th verse.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 26, and it reads, For Yahweh Shem Yahushua knoweth all them that sin against him.
See that? We know that sin is the transgressions of the laws, man. Which this world, you know, that's what they're all about, man.
Yeah.
You know, do as thy will. You know, basically do according to your own will.
Right.
The Old Testament's done away with. We don't gotta do that no more. You know.
Yeah.
So the Most High, it says what? The Lord knows all of them that sinned against him, man. Go ahead.
And it reads, it says, And therefore deliver he them unto death and destruction.
See that? Therefore, he gonna deliver you over to death and destruction, man. That's why we, you know, hey, how Shai said, go forth, telling yeah. Hey, bro, we are doing a video. Nah, you good. Hey, Slakia, Akim.
Read that
Yeah,
again.
come on,
That's
read it
all
again.
from the top. Verse 26, it says, For Yahweh knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them unto death and destruction.
That's right. So that's the aftermath of you not repenting,
Right.
all right, and following the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. He's going to deliver you over to what? Death and destruction. Okay, and this whole coronavirus thing, it's only the beginning, and we always keep saying that. People already bugging out, losing your minds,
Yeah.
you know, going crazy. You know, just because your ass can't go outside for you know, it ain't even get hot yet, man.
Right.
You wait till really the Lord start opening up these floodgates on you people, man. You know, and best believe, all right, that the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right, the Lord gonna be with them. Okay, the Lord gonna protect them, he gonna guide them, and you know, he gonna shield them away from, you know, the plagues that he got already preset for you people, man. All right, starting with our own people, right? You Israelites, okay?
Yeah, I got a precept because the brother just said this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
All right. You people ain't even experienced the famine yet.
That's right.
You haven't experienced this the great tribulation of Jacob's trouble in its full essence. So this is Matthew chapter 24. I'll start at verse verse 7. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
Yep.
All these are the beginning of sorrows."
Yep. Go ahead, bro.
Yep, you know, like the brother said, man. All right, what's taking place right now? You know, we rejoice. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, because we see our salvation draw up now. But at the same time, we understand the mission, the battle is not won. Why? Because these are the beginning of sorrows. We have to undergo the full chastisement of Jacob's trouble. All right, through the Spirit. Of course, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to deliver His elect.
That's
but
right.
we have to undergo it, man. Right? I was watching the book of Eli last night, man. All right, it's not about you. It's about fulfilling the mission, man. All right, he underwent a lot of tribulation, a lot of trouble, but ultimately he had faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know, that the Lord was going to deliver him to fulfill His mission, and us fulfilling our mission is receiving the kingdom, man.
That's right.
All right, it's receiving the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, everlasting peace. I had another precept for you, brother.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay.
Yep,
This was going back to when you were saying, you know, basically because certain people can't understand, you know, they can't get, you know, what the words that we say, what we speak, you know, and they're hard-headed and stiff-necked. All right, and this is the reason why. This is Yahweh Shai. This is the book of St. John, chapter 8, verse 23. It says, and he said, I started verse 22. It says, "Then said the Jews, will he kill himself because he saith, whither I go, ye cannot come?" Because the Lord spoke in parables. All right, and the Lord spoke plainly, and they still couldn't receive him.
Right.
But this is verse 23. It says, "And he said unto them, ye are from beneath, and I am from above. Ye are of this world, and I am not of this world." See, so the reason why you can't receive these things is because you've been blinded by your own illusion, which is that pride, man. You've been suffocated by pride and vanity, man.
That's right.
Therefore, you can't receive the spiritual gifts. All right, you can't receive those measures that the Holy Spirit offers, man.
That's right.
All right,
That's
that's
right.
all I had on that.
Yep.
Okay.
Kind of, yeah. And this truth, you know, is only given to particular souls to understand, man. You know, like we read what's that Matthew's the 13th chapter?
Okay.
I think it's 13 and 9.
All right.
All right. Yeah, this word is only meant for certain individuals to get, man. We go to show you that no, the Most High don't love everybody. He don't deal with everybody.
Right.
If that was the case, then everybody would understand the truth. Why is the Lord put a spiritual block on some of you people's minds, man? You know, because He didn't choose you. All right. You
And
know
also,
that?
if I, you know, because I was going over the book of Genesis, and the Lord, He killed, literally, He almost exterminated His creation. You know, because of the wickedness of man, because man is nothing but flesh, so He wasn't going to strive for flesh.
Exactly.
So He dealt with everybody on the earth except Noah, his sons, and their wives. So this is the same God that we're dealing with. The Lord doesn't change, man. He said He's not going to destroy it by water anymore, you know, but that's His word. But at the same time, He's a God of wrath and destruction when he reaches that point and you fulfill that measure. You know?
That's right.
So He's nothing that we should be playing with, man.
That's right.
Yahweh Shem Yahushua is a very serious entity.
That's right.
All right?
That's why you read the book of You read the book of Jonah. You read that story when basically you know, when he was on the ship and Most High brought the storm, and they're basically going around trying to see who was who, and he said, "Well, I'm a Hebrew.
Yeah.
I serve God, you know, the God of the Israelites." Roughly paraphrasing, and the crew members was bugging out, man.
Yeah.
They was like, "Oh hell nah,
Right.
bro. Hey, bro, you gotta go." You know, he said, "Toss me overboard into the sea, man." You know, because the Most High, His name, as brothers going into, he had a really heavy reputation, man.
Yeah.
The other nations, they knew that.
Yeah.
You know, based upon the judgment that He brought, like He said, He brought the flood, He brought the plagues on Egypt.
Right.
You know, destroyed certain other nations and their armies. You know, so like He said, the Most High ain't nothing to be played with, man.
Right.
You know.
Right, absolutely. This is the book of Matthew's, the 13th chapter and the 9th verse. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear.
Yep, that's right. Go ahead.
Verse 10, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? Verse 11, He answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
See that? See, it's given unto you, which the you represents the elect, because he was speaking to the disciples. All right, the disciples represent the elect, 144,000 and the 1/3, man. He said unto you is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them, who's the them? The them is the other. You 2/3 Israelites, man.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't given to you to know the mysteries, man. It's not given. So that's why, like the brother brought out, the Lord was basically talking over your head, man.
Yeah.
Talking in riddles and parables and using analogies, you know. And then when he broke it down, you still ain't get it, man.
Right.
You know,
Still didn't get it. He broke it all the way down. They still didn't get it.
That's right. That's right. You know, yeah. So this word, that's why we don't waste our time, you know, trying to make you get it. You know, we sitting here pulling our hair out. Nah, man. Scripture say if man's ignorant, let him be ignorant still, man.
Right.
You know. So hey, it is what it is, man. The Most High is very selective on who we get His word to, man.
Absolutely.
You know. Did you have something?
I'll continue.
Okay.
Verse 12, it says, for whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever hath not, from him shall be taken away, even that he hath. You know? And so if you have that portion of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, if you have humility, because that's the portion of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, humility, love, a contrite spirit, then what? You're gonna abound, you're gonna increase, you're gonna grow, you're gonna sprout. All right? But if you don't have, meaning if you don't have humility, love, charity, these rudimental components that make up what Yahweh Shem Yahshua has instilled in a man of the Lord that's created in His image, then you will be, whatever you have, meaning whatever you physically have, your life, you know, any gain that you have is going to be taken away. You know, it's going to be taken away.
That's right.
Yep.
I had something real quick. Just
Okay.
go with that.
Okay.
This is Romans 11 and 7. It says, "What then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded." You see, so it go right with that, man. The election have obtained it, which the it is what is wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
Right.
All right, these mysteries, and it said what the rest was blinded, man. You know, so the Most High could spiritually blind you.
Oh man.
You know, and others He could spiritually enlighten them. You know, He could turn on a switch. That's what He did to us.
Yeah.
Okay, when we you know, whether we walked past the camp or we clicked on the video, you know, that was the Most High turning on our switch. With you other people out there, it's like it's like a disconnect, man.
Yeah.
You know, it shows you the spiritual, man.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
And you had some more on that.
Nah, but you go ahead.
Okay, I had a precept for you.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
This is the book of Jeremiah, the 13th. Excuse me. This is the book of Jeremiah, the 13th chapter and the 16th verse. It says, "Give glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, your power, before He caused darkness, and before your feet stumble upon the dark mountains. And while ye look for light, He turn it into the shadow of death and make it gross darkness."
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, how do you give glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushua? All right, by being charitable with brothers, man. All right, by having a sincere love and a sincere attitude toward this ministry. Okay, all right, worshiping Him, fasting, praying. You know,
that's right.
Doing, exercising the labors, the fruit of somebody who is walking in His footsteps, of Yahweh's footsteps.
That's right.
Okay. It's necessary that we do these things. Why? Because if you don't, the Lord can turn your account out just like that. And I'm talking about still living yet not having this truth. You might as well be dead.
Yep.
You know. So that's why it says before He caused darkness, and before your feet stumble upon. Matter of fact, could you grab John 10:21, Baba Kushar?
Oh yeah, John 10.
Excuse me, not John. Job 10 and 21.
Okay.
Baba Kushar.
Oh yeah, the valley. Yeah.
So it says darkness, and before your feet stumble upon the dark mountains. All right, and we know mountains represent strongholds, which is dealing with these philosophies of this world, man. All right, and who are the housekeepers of these philosophies? These other nations, man. All right, it says and while ye look for light and while you search for light, oh, I'm searching to be a more. You know, I'm searching for understanding and I become a more. I'm searching for understanding and I become a Egyptologist, or I become Christian, or I'm just a nigga in the world that think I know what I'm talking about, but really I have no idea what's going on.
Right.
You know, it says, and while you look for light, he turned it into the shadow of death and make it gross darkness. You know, you had that, brother?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Yeah,
Yep.
kind of.
It's Job chapter 10, verse 21. It says, before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness,
The land of darkness, okay,
in the shadow of death.
correct.
Verse 22, a land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, without any order.
Without any order, because we know that breath of life, you know, when the Lord made or when Elohim made Adam a man in his image, that was him giving him long order.
That's right.
All right, and when he breathed that breath of life, that was that wisdom, those commandments. All right, so it says a place with no order.
Yep. It says, and of the shadow of death, without any order, and where the light is as darkness.
Whereas light is as darkness. So we have the light, but people look at us like, what the fuck are these niggas talking about? People don't understand us because they can't see what we're talking about.
That's
They can't perceive the ministry and they can't perceive the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
That's right.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, something you want me to grab?
Yeah, you guys should go to First Thessalonians 5 and 5 and 5.
This is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 5, and it reads.
Go right where you brother was going into, you know, basically the light and darkness, man. You know, go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 5. Ye all are the children of light.
Yeah, and who is he referring to? He's speaking to the elect.
Yeah.
And why is the elect of the light? Because they have this truth. All right, Lord willing, we are counted of that number.
Yeah, Lord willing.
You know, the hopeful elect, man. You know, they have that truth. Okay, go ahead.
And the children of the day, we are not of the night nor of darkness.
That's right. Which is what these people out here is engulfed in, man. You know, darkness, debauchery, folly, wickedness.
Yeah.
You know, they taking, like Bell's going to, they taking liking to these other religions and philosophies.
Right.
You know, I'm speaking about our people, man.
Right,
So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans.
Absolutely.
You know, you
Absolutely.
basically cross, like they say, you crossed over to the dark side, so to speak. You know, go ahead.
Con. And it reads verse 6, it says, therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober.
That's right, and that goes. Actually, wasn't even planning that, but it brings it right back home to the topic of prophecy, man.
Yeah.
Let us watch and be sober, man.
Absolutely.
Sober, going to having a clear mind. You know, having a clear understanding of, you know, as brother said, our mission and our goals.
Right.
You know, and then ultimately, what are we watching? Watching the prophecies, man. All right, that's why we go into the articles and go into the current events, and we constantly harp on these things because the scripture tells us to do that, man. All right, go ahead.
Come, verse 7, it says, for they that sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night.
That's right, and ultimately, what are the people drunk on? They're drunk on philosophy.
Quick one.
Yep, you got it.
Real quick to back you up.
Yep.
This is Isaiah chapter 29, verse 9. Stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink.
Yep, yeah, that's the perfect precept for that, man. You know, they're drunken off philosophy,
Right.
which wine is a metaphor for philosophy, doctrines, these different religions. You know, hey, you stumbling, man. You know, you're not stable. You know, you don't have a clear vision of what the hell's going on.
Right.
You know, you just lost in the sauce, man. You know, but there's particular individuals set aside all right, that's clear-minded, man. That's sober, man. That's not intoxicated with the filth of this world, man.
Right.
You know. You go ahead.
Absolutely. This is verse 8. It says, "But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet the hope of salvation."
That's right. You see, so as what the truth is likening to like going to battle, man.
Yeah.
You got to be properly prepared, prior to the fight, man. You got to have your helmet, your sword, which that links with Ephesians the 6th chapter.
6th chapter, the 20,
Yeah, you want to be fully protected, man. When you gird yourself, so to speak, with these things, it's gonna bring you salvation, man. You're not gonna be counted with those that's left in the darkness, man.
Right.
I'm thinking that scripture would say, he that wandereth out of the way of understanding
shall remain in the congregation.
Yeah, the congregation of the dead, man.
Yeah.
So the people out here, like they got that show, The Walking Dead. The TV show that was symbolic, man. That's these people, man. The Walking Dead, because they don't have this truth.
That's why scriptures tell you evil communication is spoiled of what good manners are. Paraphrase. So what? The brother made the analogy for The Walking Dead. If you having communication with the niggas in The Walking Dead, they gonna fucking bite you, and you're gonna become one of them. That's why we're supposed to abstain and be. The scripture says be separate.
Exactly.
Be holy. Holy meaning set apart. All right. So we're not supposed to be dealing with the philosophies of these other nations, or even the philosophy of this world, or even the philosophies that the masses, our people, maintain.
Right.
Because those philosophies are not philosophies of Yahushua.
That's right.
You want me to continue on this?
Was it a little? Yeah, I think it's probably another verse. Or two.
Verse 9 says, "For God hath not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him."
That's right. See, in Yahushua, he died for the nation of Israel, first and foremost, the elect. Because eventually all Israel's are going to be saved. But the majority gotta die first, man. The Lord gonna preserve the remnant. And that's how the 2/3 are going to be saved. They're going to come back through the loins of the elect. So this thing is serious, man.
Yeah, it's very
and everything that you seeing happening, with the destruction, the uproars of the people, so to speak. It's all leading to this point, man. There's nothing that you can do about it. All right.
Right.
You got something?
Yeah. Quick precept.
Probably
for
get a few
you.
more, and then we'll.
All right. Kind. Yeah. If you didn't have nothing else, we can end on this.
Okay.
Okay. This is Romans chapter 9, verse 27. It says, "Isaiah also crieth concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved."
That's right. And I believe he was quoting the book of Isaiah.
Chapter.
Yep. You see, So Israel is massive, man. Each tribe is like his own nation, So imagine everybody together, but only a small remnant shall be saved, man. That's the 144,000 and 1/3, man. All right, which we're striving to be a part of.
Yeah, Lord willing.
Lord willing, man. So we just want to do this lesson real quick. Lord willing, you viewers out there was edified. All right, we're gonna sign off. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakodash, the honor to the apostles, elders, a great millstone. Shalom to the elect. All right, to the next video. Shalom.
Shalom.